Good afternoon. Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery. Every student at Summit School District was on lockdown this morning for a bomb threat at Summit High. Sheriff Jamie Fitzsimons.
We have found nothing to substantiate this threat, and we're just going to continue working through it all the way to the end.
All lockdowns were lifted by 1 p.m., less than 4 hours later. The FBI is now involved.
We've got state and federal authorities working with our detectives to try to track down this threat, the origin of the threat.
No leads on a suspect yet. Fitzsimons says it feels like a swatting call.
Someone makes a fake threat to law enforcement. It's been happening in schools across the country, but it's something where it's done through the internet and bounces off different servers all around the country, all around the world, and it's really hard to track down.
Tension spiked and rumors swirled just minutes into the lockdown. A photo of a police officer with an automatic rifle was misidentified as an armed suspect. Students were sharing that photo. Several listeners were frustrated with the district. One man tells us, quote, "My wife is a teacher. The lack of communication by admin to staff is criminal." For parents, all buses are running on schedule this afternoon. All students will be out at the usual time. The I-70 Mountain Corridor hit a new season high this weekend. More than 140,000 cars passed through the tunnels Friday into Sunday, 4% more than MLK weekend, almost 2% more than the same weekend last year. Daily traffic never dropped below 45,000 cars. That's like the population of Littleton out on the road every day. The single busiest hour was yesterday at 11 a.m., followed closely by Friday afternoon at 4 and 5. 13 Keystone locals are hoping to write the rules for the town of Keystone if it becomes a town. The charter committee candidates were finalized last Friday. That includes retired teacher Gretchen Davis, retired lawyers Julia Metzger and William Shorling, founding owner of Summit Cove Lodging, Peter Rieberg, and a basin ski patroller, Eric Schwartz. Just 9 of 13 will be elected. Election day is March 28th. For the first time in 74 years, the new Warren Miller ski film will not feature new ski footage. This year's film, released in the fall, is a compilation of old footage from Miller's archives. Most of it has never been seen. Rumor had it, though, this was cost-cutting from Outside Inc., the Boulder company that owns Warren Miller Entertainment. But Outside tells the Colorado Sun that rumor is greatly exaggerated. This new film is the, quote, first of a 2-year party leading to Miller's 75th anniversary in 2024. The Burton U.S. Open has abandoned Vail for good. The legendary contest was canceled in 2021 for the COVID pandemic and has not returned since. At least one group from South America blamed the 2020 event for spreading the virus. Burton tells the Vail Daily it will not be coming back to Vail anytime soon. The company also implied the 41-year-old event is finished, saying it is rethinking the entire format. In sports, today was opening day of the World Alpine Ski Championships in France, where Michaela Schifrin did not finish the slalom leg of the Alpine Combined. She skied out of the final gates. Tomorrow is men's Alpine Combined and women's downhill. And in local sports, Summit High School ski teams are making a case for back-to-back state championships. The defending state champs boys team won last week's giant slalom at Loveland. So did the girls team. The boys and girls Nordic teams are ranked top 5, sending at least 16 athletes to state. Both of those state meets, Alpine and Nordic, are coming to Summit February 16th and 17th. Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery.